Alright, this is Old Gaming Guru. I'm here today with the new league of Dwarven Realms, and I've made a couple videos on Dwarven Realms, and I really like the game, but I encountered a kind of disturbing, I don't know, glitch, bug, whatever, and I need to tell you about it because I did recommend the game highly. And so I'm just going to tell you my experience, and you can take it for what you will, but let this serve as a cautionary tale is when you jump into a game that's, pretty much brand new, you expect some glitches, but this one was pretty big, and I was a little bit disturbed by the lack of support that I've gotten from the developers. And it's not just me, it's at least one other person, and I've noticed it in the forums that there has been people who've experienced the same thing. So let me tell you what happened, and then I'm going to show you the new league. Because of this particular glitch, I'm a little bit nervous to play the game because I spent a bunch of time playing it and all my characters got wiped. So this character here was Don't Delete Me, OGG. So if you see me on the leaderboards, then I've somehow gotten around the problem. But anyways, I had a character that was level 140 who was progressing up the leaderboards at the start of this league, which started last week, and my computer crashed. It appears I needed a BIOS update or something was going on with my power supply, which I'm still testing. And when it bleeped off, all my characters were deleted except for one. So my OGG2, my Old Gaming Guru 2, who was here at 1140, which represents probably about 20 to 30 hours, was wiped, and my level 599 character, who was in the top 100 last league, was also wiped. So I did try to go see if he was up here still on the servers. Is not. Okay, so my level 599 or whatever it was is completely gone. And this is the only character that is left. So I lost my new season character, season 2 character, and I also, who was level 140, and I also lost my last season character, who was level 599. That wouldn't, you expect these kind of things to happen. But here's what disturbed me is I joined the Discord, and I tried to contact the developers. I contacted one of them. I've gotten no response. I have gotten no response, and you can't contact most of the developers unless you're friends with them. It's a private DM, and you can post a bug in the forums on Discord, but the only thing I got back from that, and I did, was that the matter was looked into and successfully resolved. So it was for them, but it was not for me. So then I tried to uninstall the game and reinstall it via Steam. And I figured that might bring my characters back, since Steam usually keeps your characters online someplace. That didn't work either. So all in all, right now, I'm pretty unhappy and I'm a little worried. I've made fixes to my computer, but if I crash again, will I lose everything? Well, the interesting thing was I had a crash this morning, institute some more fixes, and I did not lose this character. So maybe they fixed something. But it would have been nice just to get a message from the developers, hey, we're sorry this happened, and we can't fix it. We understand you put 170 hours of game time in, and here's a mount or something. Just something nice. I mean, just a response. So that to me was the really disturbing part. All right, so I've got this one character left, and one of my old characters who I don't even want to play because he's now in the permanent league. And I'm going to try and climb the leaderboards again, but I'm going to take it much more easy this time. I don't think I'm going to try and press for level 100. So in the new league, what's new about the new league is they've changed around the skill trees, and also too, it appears that they have made some changes to your stats pools, so they do things differently than they did last time. So let's go ahead and enter the realm and let this serve as my benchmark for my starting character. I've been hoping to do my 140 level character because he was doing really well. I've gone Maul, and I've also gone, looks like right now, Burning Shields, because these are the only 3 offhands I got that are all the same right now. I'm putting into stamina, and my goal is to try and build up base damage, because let me show you stamina again, because stamina gives max health, it gives flat maul damage, which doesn't affect your overall damage, and it gives you critical damage, which does affect your overall damage. So I figure I'm going to need to get crit. If I'm leveling up stamina, I should be good on crit damage bonus. I need to get crit chance and flat damage up. And then I'm going to also try to build armor and max health like I did last season. So that's my goal. Let me show you how it's progressing right now. Like I said, this is my benchmark for the starting point of this league. And let's just jump in, and you can see I've been kind of cautiously dipping my toes back into the game. I was really encouraged today when it crashed in the middle of the game, and it didn't delete my character, so it looks like, even though they didn't say anything to me, the dev said the matter's resolved. And, you know, they tell you to report bugs in Discord and not to make a big deal out of it on Steam, and that's what I tried to do, and just didn't hear anything back. So I don't know if the situation's fixed or not, but we're gonna give this guy another shot just because I really believe in the game and its design and its potential for just being, you know, another Path of Exile type that I return to again and again and again. Alright, so looking good right now. And you always look good at the starting point here. What do I think about Burning Shield? It does a lot of damage when it's up and cranking, as long as you stay close. So what I think I'm going to do is, I started off using Lightning Totem. I may go back to that, but I was really liking the Lightning Blades offhand, which drops lightning blades out of the sky, and I had actually all 4 set on my 140 character. So, you know, it doesn't really play much difference. Just really, it looks like what they've done is just change the skill tree and change skill tree and change the stats and what they do. And I'm hoping this is not a trend and that they do more stuff like that, more content. Because until I see that it's actually added some new content, that's what the game needs. But, you know, since it's so new, I can't really complain too much. And, you know, you gotta kind of gauge whether or not you spend more time on content development, or do you actually go, hey, look, we got some bugs we need to fix. And I get that. As a developer myself, been there, done that. And I don't know if you knew that about me, is I've been both a programmer and a program developer, and I've overseen programming teams. So that was back in the good old days of punch cards, Fortran, COBOL, BASIC. It's one of the reasons why I love games so much. I realize how much work goes into these things. But, you know, you can just see the gameplay is a lot the same as it was last time. Maybe at higher levels there's new content. I wouldn't know. I haven't gotten there. I was well on my way until I lost that character. I do like Maul better than One Hand. For whatever reason, it seems to do more damage. Once again, I'm still trying to clear as much of these things as possible, collect as much loot as possible, even at early levels. So I tend to run a little bit higher level than most other characters in the leaderboard. And let's go ahead and open this up and go take on the boss. company has grown, so they've added people. There's other things to take in consideration that, you know, you're creating new content. You can only do so much with the time that you have. And I would rather it be a stronger game and, you know, not have bugs in it than to have it be a bug-ridden mess and be getting new content you can't even play because the bugs are there. But that one bug was just, you know, enough for me to go, I gotta really watch myself because I don't want to spend 170 hours developing something, a character and something, then just have it gone. And there we go. And that's my benchmark video for this. And you can see, you know, still the same offhands, everything else I loved before. I'm not getting the offhand I want. I would like to get Fire Orb or whatever that Blades is. Okay, they did add this, which is a really nice new feature, which is basically you don't have to trade to have all your experience books. You don't have to take them all. You can pick something else up here, and that's how many books it costs. So it allows you to farm more efficiently and get gear more efficiently. So if I want to get a epic armor, I do that, and this is probably the best ad I've seen so far. So I get a piece of gear that's high level, and I'm gonna go back to my fort now. The fort looks exactly the same. The skill tree, like I said, looks exactly the same. It looks like they took down some of the base values of some of the things here, but not a lot. They just kind of tweaked the tree a little bit. So you get less damage out of the tree there, and I have not seen the elven skill tree. But that's it for this video. And you know, if you go into this, is make sure you got a stable computer. You just realize this was a bug that was there that may have been fixed. I don't know if it's still broken, but it seemed to not be broken when I had my crash this morning. And when I recommend things, I usually like to tell you some of the cons, if there are any, when you actually go ahead and play the game. And that's it. I'm going to be approaching this league a little bit more cautiously until I see if I've actually got my random crashes to reboot fixed. And that's one of the reasons why I've been a little bit slow on videos this week. Old Gaming Guru out.